Hey, what's happening, guys? So we had another nugget of information. This time, it's not really draft related per se. It's more so free agency, kind of warm up info, right? So the Dallas Cowboys, we know they're struggling heading into free agency with being over the cap. Numerous teams are. For teams that are trying to stretch out their playoff window, kind of adding extra dead end years to contracts. But for the Dallas Cowboys, we have two potential cap cuts. I don't see both happening. It's kind of more of a one over the other type situation. But basically, Randy Gregory or DeMarcus Lawrence can become available to us, depending on what all the Dallas Cowboys actually try to do on that D line. So I think the big thing for us is going to be this. While we could potentially pick up DeMarcus Lawrence, because I think that's the person that will end up making it to free agency out of the two, we can add him, which is a veteran talent. He's proven to be able to produce 48 and a half sacks, I believe, so far in his career. I think he's had about 100 or so pressures I've seen. And just overall, he's been able to fight through double teams. He can handle the one-on-one situations. We know he'll produce. The big thing as well, which I think we need to emphasize in free agency for our team, is going to be the injury history as well. So he's been somebody that's been able to stay on the field to produce those big numbers. And he only recently just started missing games, I think, since like 2016. It's the last time that he really had to come out of a game off the field. So it's kind of a win-win for all scenarios for us. We get a veteran talent that'll come in, that'll play somebody else on the opposite side of Carl Lawson. Um, and then he kind of has more of a power game to his field, whereas Carl Lawson is maybe more of like a power to speed converter, and sets up his wins with a little bit more finesse. So that kind of gives us what we're looking for right away. But in terms of thinking long term for the draft, that also doesn't preclude us from picking up, a Kayvon Thibodeau or George Kalafdis, or a Aiden Hutchinson if one of those three happen to drop. Um, and keep in mind, just history wise, thinking back to the 49ers, even teams like the Eagles at one point before their philosophy changed a little bit, um, they're not necessarily scared to continue to sink in first round talents into the lines on both the offensive and defensive side. So, the whole perfect marriage pairing that we've been seeing between JD and Robert Saleh, I think will have a huge imprint on what we see here. This could definitely be the move. I don't know which other, veteran defensive line talents they may try to prioritize over like a DeMarcus Lawrence if he becomes available. But I think that'd probably be the best of both worlds. We get a DeMarcus Lawrence, we pair him up with Quentin Williams, John Franklin Myers, who just recently got his extension last season as well. And then we have Carl Lawson, who hopefully comes back and shows us everything that we were seeing from the preseason and offseason for him. And then we still also pick up a rookie who, if he produces right away, great. But if he doesn't, and he actually needs a little bit of that time to adjust, then he just gets part of the rotation, and maybe he doesn't see 80% of the snaps in his rookie season. But I think the best case scenario would be 50 to 60% of the snaps. We got DeMarcus Lawrence, proven rotation, a lot of interesting guys that can still come in there and plug and play after the fact, like Bryce Huff. Maybe we, continue to look at some other options. We tried the Vinny Curry experiments and stuff like that, and due to injuries, etc., it just didn't work out. But let me know what you guys think. Hopefully, I'm not too far off here on kind of doubling down on the line, because I think it's going to happen in some fashion, either during the draft or free agency, where we see a heavy emphasis on maybe one or the other, and use the draft to kind of supplement whatever we didn't pick up, which would be the obvious kind of the go-to route there. But either way, again, let me know what you guys think. I would definitely love to have DeMarcus Lawrence come. I think he'd probably get the 3-year JD special. Um, I know he did have the record-breaking contract before, when he signed. So he's 29 years old now. Um, I don't think we'll see any kind of like super crazy numbers out there, but something probably in the 40 to 50 million-dollar range for the contract, with probably 30 something in guarantees is what I would expect to probably see, if it were to happen. But again, either way, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll catch up with you again. Peace.